So life has a way of making things seem more complicated than they really are. Where we go through life, we have to face obstacles, struggles, things we have to overcome. We're tasked with finding a solution and ultimately solving the problem. Now, as much as we try to avoid these things, they will always exist. Problems will always arise, and in that moment, it can seem like we're just unlucky. Maybe we drew the short straw and got dealt a bad hand. But if we change the way that we look at things, it can have a drastic effect on the overall quality of our life. So, as an example, let me take out a few cards here. We're going to use the hearts. We'll just use them in whatever order they happen to come out here. Now, I want you to imagine that these cards represent your life. Now, at first, it may seem like everything is in disarray and we don't have a clear path. So generally, what do? Well, we kind of go through life, we're sort of shuffling about, going about our day-to-day work, right, with no real purpose, no set goals or anything like that. And generally, what do we do when issues pop up or problems arise that we don't want to deal with? Well, we sort of take those problems and we just toss them off to the side, right? We don't really care about them. And eventually, the pile just starts building up to where it gets overwhelming, to a point where we feel like we can never get ourselves out. But as soon as we start to set goals for ourselves, when we start to have a purpose in life, then things start to get a bit easier. We sort of develop a rhythm, right? Back and forth. Starts off slow, but gradually it picks up speed, and eventually things just start to fall into place, and everything just sort of fits. And then we start to realize that everything happened for a reason, and all the steps that we took were necessary steps in order to get us to the place where we are today. So don't live a life filled with regret. Live a life filled with purpose.